What's up, YouTube fans? Today I'm reviewing the Weijiang KO Throttlebot Searchlight. If you don't know, Toyworld made these figures, obviously a lot smaller. These are oversized. And they took some liberties with the actual vehicles. The original Searchlight Throttlebot figure was supposed to be a Ford RS200, which is a little hatchback race car. This is obviously not a Ford RS200. This looks more like, if I had to pick a vehicle, I'd probably pick a Range Rover or Range Rover Sport, a little small one, maybe a Discovery. So it's kind of its own thing. It's not any particular vehicle. They don't have these officially licensed. They're just vehicles. So it's anyone's guess as to what these are, but I would say it looks kind of like a little Range Rover. But it's kind of nice. I did like the robot figure because it did kind of fit with the Jeep theme. The original was a Jeep CJ7, and that one looked more like a Jeep Liberty. But this one's kind of its own thing, and it's all right. It does have some nice paint, so let's go over that. So you got some nice headlights and fog lights here. Some gray paint down on the bottom, on the bumper. Again, on the side, you've got these, and it doesn't quite stay together, but so you got a little bit of panel gaps there. But yeah, you got some nice silver paint here, nice silver on the rims, some nice taillights, red, and also some reflectors or turn signals. So overall, not bad paint. And then on the top and on the sides, you've got the blacked out windows. They're not translucent black, they're just painted black, which I prefer. I like it to be not clear. So I think that looks good. The paint on the black is not bad. There's a couple of blemishes, but overall not bad. Again, this was a what was it, $20 figure with $1.99 shipping. No, I'm sorry, not $20. This was $12.99 with $1.99 shipping, $15. So what do you want for $15? You know what I mean? It does have a weapon here that stores in vehicle mode, and it actually turns into an axle, which is pretty cool. I like that. Obviously, I can't give credit to Weijiang for that design. That's the Toyworld design. But overall, it's a nice vehicle. It rolls just fine. There's no issues with it at all. It's a very good looking figure. Let's do a quick comparison with some other Masterpiece figures for size. So here we have our trusty old Blue Streak, and height-wise, it's literally identical. Width-wise, just about the same, maybe a little wider on the KO. Wheels, it is bigger and probably a little too big, but I'm okay with that. And then height-wise, it's maybe another half-inch taller, so all that kind of makes sense. This was a small Japanese sports car. Now here, let's bring in the Optimus Prime, and that looks fine. This may be a little big, to be honest, for what it's supposed to be, but again, the wheels are way too big. They should be smaller than the Optimus Prime wheels, and they're bigger, so that's a little off, but to be honest, I don't care too much. It actually fits into my collection just fine, especially in robot mode. But that's about it for vehicle mode. We'll get this guy transformed into robot mode, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back from transforming this Searchlight, and it really is good. It's a really good robot. I'm very happy with these $15 figures. Let me just quick show the instructions here. The instructions for some reason have a blue figure. This is obviously white with blue. This one is blue with white. The original figure was white with blue, and also the RS200, the actual Searchlight figure from the G1 cartoon, was white. I'll put a picture up in the top corner here. So I'm not sure why this is blue. Maybe they made a variant, but the instructions were okay. They're not great. There's a couple spots where it's not clear exactly. Like for example, it took me a little bit to figure out that this backpack folds perfectly flat, which is awesome. It's amazing. It's a really good transformer, and I'm happy about that, but it took me a while to figure out how that actually happens, only because the instructions weren't great. So that's mostly Weijiang's fault, but But other than that, what an amazing transformer. I can't believe that this is $15. It also comes with this gun here now. The barrel is really tight trying to get it out of here, so I had to use a tool, but it does fold out. You can stick that in his hand here, and you get a very nicely painted, good looking gun. Great figure, great posability. I'm really happy with this guy. I like Robar too, but this one is even better. So let's just quick talk about paint here. So he does have some paint on the knees here. You got some black paint. Same on the elbows or inner forearms. You've got some black paint. You got the yellow up here, kind of like the searchlights. A little bit of yellow accent there. Again, a lot of this is from the robot mode, or sorry, the vehicle mode, so you got some red there. But really, really nice paint. Now, this guy's a little different. We'll get in on his head sculpt here. He's got light piping instead of painted eyes. I'll be honest, I prefer painted eyes because I think it looks better. But this guy's got light piping on the back. His head is very posable. He's got rotation and also an up and down, so that's plenty of movement for a $15 figure. But yeah, really tight, really good looking, nice joint, nice paint job, nice joints, great transformation. And again, I got to credit Toyworld for the transformation, not Weijiang. But let's go over articulation here because this guy's really good. So head I kind of covered already. You do have the arm. It is on like a little bit of butterfly joint. Oh, let's back up here. Sorry about that. It is on a little bit of a butterfly joint. So you get, and you also have a ball joint, so you get the full rotation. He has a swivel at the bicep. He's got a single jointed elbow. You do have the rotation at the wrist. No articulation on the fingers, but not really needed in this case, I would argue. Same on the other arm, except this has an open hand. That's the only difference. You do have a nice waist swivel, plenty of waist swivel, ball jointed hip joint, rotation at the hip joint, a double jointed knee that's super tight. You can't get it all the way up to there, so it is double jointed. It's just very, very tight joints. And this time they have a rocker, so that's mostly due to transformation. I don't know why. They could have done the same thing with the roll bar figure, but they didn't. So this one got a little rocker there, which is nice because you can get some good poses because of that. Got a little extra support there, and this guy's awesome. I'm really happy with this guy. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of these figures, to be honest. I do like the scale on this guy. Let's bring another Masterpiece figure in and for scale comparison. So for consistency, we'll bring in Prowl again. And again, right at the shoulder height of Prowl. So perfect sizing. I like that he's chunky and bulky. That is what I want out of these guys. I think they look good like that. Oops. Yeah, this Prowl is kind of not great. So let's take a quick some measurements here. We'll take his weight first. So again, just about 6 ounces, about the same as Roll Bar. As far as height, let's get him straight here. It really does have a very good articulation. It's just awfully well done. And again, I'm pretty sure that's not Weijiang, that's Toyworld. So the top of his back piece here, that's about 6.5. To his head, it's about maybe, well, okay, maybe like 6 5/8, something like that. And width-wise, about 3.5 inches. I didn't measure him in vehicle mode, but he does fit in pretty well with the Masterpiece scale. But what's great about it is the posability. He's just well done. And Weijiang, you know, you do have these posable articulating feet here. It looks really good, and the paint is good. The black is a little lacking. There's some scratches on it, but overall, this is incredible. For $15, you can't pass this up. I can't wait to see the rest of them. The back is very nice and clean, nice, straight, clean black back. Nothing to complain about there. So overall, great figure. Obviously, the Toyworld ones were good too. I mean, I have to keep giving credit to them because they're the ones that designed this thing. But to make it oversized and make it masterpiece scale, that's where Weijiang comes in, and they've continued to do that. They continue to take these good figures and make them the right sizes, or the sizes that we want. In this case, the size that I want. So I'm really happy with this guy. I just wanted to quick go over the swords that they come with. I don't know if this one's supposed to have a sword or not, but whatever. It does fit in the open hand, and you can have that sword. You can have really any one of these 3 swords, but I just don't like the swords. They're just unpainted. They're kind of this plain plastic, and they're not even straight. They're not great. So I don't plan to use it. I don't think this goes with this, but I think this goes with the red chase figure. But you could do that if you want. I'm not planning to use these. I don't like them. And they all come with weapons anyway, so what difference does it make? Why do you need the weapons? We also didn't take a look at the pre-pro labels, but I believe you can put one here on the arm, just like that. And the original bot had it right here, but it doesn't quite fit on this guy, so you could probably put one right here on the hood, and that would work. So I plan to do that. I'm going to put those pre-pro labels on that they provided with the figure. But that's really it, guys. Stay tuned for the reviews of the other Weijiang oversized figures. I'll be probably doing one a day or one every other day, something like that. Let me know if you want to know any details about this. I'm still waiting for the side load figure, which is coming in the mail pretty soon. That's the main leader figure of this class. It's the Hummer. He's like the main body of the combiner. So that's coming soon. Hopefully I get that review out and you guys can check that out. And then we can get this guy fully combined and check it out. He's going to be missing a right arm. That figure isn't out yet, but we're going to combine him anyways and take a look at what he looks like. Alright, thanks guys. Please subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time.